Cousins Redskins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They go play action. Cousins. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Williams. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. McKinnon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sharif Floyd. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. A first carry now. This is Hill. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Now the fourth-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt, as he's on to punt for Washington. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up second down. Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run it with McKinnon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, it's Taylor. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Zach Brown in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Going up top. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Floyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Redskins offense now. They head back onto the field.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. They run with Hill. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He finds Quick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Cousins again. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Here's Tressway now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss. He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays. On 2nd down, Taylor. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UCLA, Fabian Moreau. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Hill, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd, escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Cousins will head to the sideline and give way to Dustin Hopkins. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A very solid gain of 27. Cousins now to throw on first down. A dump off now to Hill. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Yeah, leave it, 48.
Crowder in motion here right. On 2nd down, Hill, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Sankey to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. The Vikings on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Taylor. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Taylor. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. To go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Let's go! Brand 38!
On the ground, this is Sankey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw on second down, Taylor. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner Josh Norman. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They begin the drive with Hill. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. The Jets out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he's brought down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Taylor will throw again. It's Floyd on the right. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. He goes underneath for Sankey. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Come on, let's go.
Again, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sua Cravens with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Flush to his right. Looking for Pryor long. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? On the return, here's Bishop Sankey. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They begin the drive with Sankey. And some room to work. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Sankey. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Throw left side, on target to Thielen. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They run with Sankey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw is Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Zach Brown in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Let's go.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking long for his tight end. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Now it's Sankey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They run again with Sankey. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down.
Taylor. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. This is Hill. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play fake. Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down. Here's Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete. It's Brian Quick. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A first down throw for Cousins. He's got Quick. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Again, it's Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brian Robinson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Emerson Griffin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Tressway now. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Taking it about the 16. Oh, he shifts past him. And now running right through it. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 41 yards on the ground.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This one fielded at the 5. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. A second down throw for Cousins. And now here is another interception. Terrence Newman with a pick. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now it's Sankey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Here's Taylor. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This one fielded at the 5. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
They're going to run this with a tight end. Got some room at the 30. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Great tendency.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Throw left side complete. It's Paul. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short route.
There goes Jeremy Hill. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
2nd down, Cousins. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll go to P-Rod trying to pound it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Here's Sankey. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. And he'll give it here to his running back. Sankey loses the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Oh, Taylor going to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire